So they don't have to be pampered. Yeah, that was amazing. You can squeeze it out, freeze it, and ice cube, you know, make ice cube.
You sent me a text today.
Did he?
Who knows if he would be? She's 12. She's 12.
Yeah, my grandma played. That's what she did. Well, it's done something to her background. She's like giving looks just like her.
Arkansas. You know,
It looks just like the
that way you really have an idea. There's so much. She's got that one there.
All right, call the meeting order. County record at 6:03 p.m. First item is first of all, welcome everyone. I wish they said room up here for me, but we'll struggle through. Who would like to get an invitation? I see you volunteers. Amy's gonna do it.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all here. Please forgive us of our transgressions, our sins, Lord, and be with us each step of the way as we meet tonight. Guide us in our path and our decisions that we make, and may they be in the best interest of all. And Lord, please be with Wes Schramm, and as he is sick and in the hospital, please watch over him and help him on, Lord. The same grace in Jesus' name. Amen.
Everyone would rise and join
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Texas pledge.
Honor the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. All right, do we have, I don't know if we want to let the official here tonight. You know, Chris, stand up, introduce yourself.
Chris Lanker, Mayor of Godley.
And any other elected officials? Let's have a better thing to do All right, first item on the agenda is a consent agenda. This is the minutes of the last meeting. Angela and the TLO report, liaison officer report. We can pull anything off of the consent agenda for discussion if anyone wants to, or I will entertain a motion to go to the consent agenda.
I move that we accept the consent agenda as presented.
Have a motion? Second, all in favor? Aye. And then we got it all the way before.
So.
Bear with us a moment, we have new technology, and we all struggle with it. So it's the second month we've been using it. Just get on once.
Okay.
Good. Next item on the agenda is to discuss approve the 2025 meeting schedule. As you obviously know, we normally met on the third Thursday. That creates a conflict with a number of taxing entities that have indicated they would like to be able to attend. So we have a couple of options to change the meetings for this year, and I'll let Jessica explain.
So, at the last meeting, we kind of determined that the second Thursday or the third Tuesday would have the least amount of conflicts. And I already checked with the conference center, and all of those days are available except for the second Thursday from March. So everything else is available through 2025. Those are the two times that seem to have the least amount of conflicts.
Any discussion, comments?
What days?
Second.
Tuesday or second Thursday?
Second Thursday or third Tuesday.
Give us that.
Yes.
Any preferences? So if we fix that Thursday, next month, let's do the third Thursday, we'll do the second Thursday of the next year. If we decide to do third Tuesday, we can have that in March.
So that second Thursday only is Crowley Eyes, which has one, last year, one vote.
I think it's city crowd. Paradise we had to perform. They're tangible pieces.
Right, that's
I don't have issues. So I would make a motion that we move our meetings to the second Thursday.
A motion?
I'll second.
Any second? All in favor of moving the meetings to second Thursday, second April? Aye. Okay. And the meeting schedule for the year will be put on the website.
What is the business way that I was in the attachment? 2 years or something? I was meeting with you. I did. So I got my voting. That's what I'm doing.
So the March meeting will still be the same.
Yes. Just out of the subcommittee before. Mike has transferred the responsibilities for chairing the subcommittee to Connie. He's on this afternoon. He has spoken to 2 consultants that have indicated interest, possibly doing engagement. He's waiting for them to give him some feedback on the scope of work, and he will present at next month's meeting.
So do I need to read the email that I sent to the board?
You can't be
That you're concerned about it. What I did, I sent an email. I meant to send it to Mike and Wayne and John because they were on the subcommittee. I know the audit, but I sent it to the entire board. And so, Wayne pointed out that could be considered brief over the meetings now because all of you guys need to know what it is that we're saying. So, the email says you're aware of the severe level of mistrust the public held in the CAD operations before this board was seated. Through transparency and communication, we've made significant advancement in rebuilding this trust. The board has agreed that we must hire someone to perform an audit of the CAD operations, and your subcommittee has been tasked with leading this engagement in order to reassure the public that there has been no criminal activity at JoCo. I aspire chief appraisers, board members, employees. It's critical that the auditor we engage be a certified fraud detector. This type of forensic accountant who is a financial expert proficient in carrying out investigations into financial discrepancies, fraudulent activities, and complex transactions. Their expertise is often sought after in legal proceedings and disputes that involve financial issues, contributing an additional layer of scrutiny to our financial systems that include CAD software and additional software such as Excel and PowerPoint, written communications, and even social media being utilized by APS, employees, and school districts that are known for tax industry. And I said that the forensic accountant must meticulously examine financial records, seeking evidence of violations of USPAP, which is the Uniform Standards of Professional Appraisal Practice, also the Texas Property Tax Code, Texas Constitution, and the U.S. Constitution. So then I summarize by saying these references should be included in the scope of audit of the work to be performed. So we can discuss this issue at the next board meeting, we can include the subcommittee report, if there are any questions, nobody called. So anyway, that's what I recommend.
With, Mike, John, everything got tonight, for next month.
Right. I just didn't want this to linger.
Guys, they saw it, I saw it,
Yeah.
we discussed it, our CPS. The other committee is the search committee for new chief appraiser.
Okay, so the search committee includes myself as chair, Dwayne, and Tina White. And I've had some thoughts, and Tina and I have discussed them, especially around the timing of the recruitment. You know, should we be doing it before, during, or after the audit? And in our discussions, we decided that we would recommend that we wait until the audit is completed before we go hire another chief appraiser. We said that we need to identify the qualities and characteristics the board desires in the next chief appraiser, and we would gather input from all stakeholders. Stakeholders include the members of the management team, 95 employees in the CAD office, and members of the public. We want to get information through via survey or even face-to-face meetings. I meet with a lot of you, and you give me your opinion on these things. So we just want to have upfront involvement versus participation in the interviews. Because it wouldn't be, I don't think it would be reasonable to ask y'all to interview all the candidates. So I'll get the information from you and then we'll do the other stuff. Okay, then we'll do salary comps, moving comparables, and look at understanding the market. And this is something that we could do on our own, or we can have a recruiter help do that. And we talked about that. We talked about the issue of having at-will employment agreements, or we'll have severance provisions for these folks. And we would, if we get a recruiter's help on it, we would ask their advice on that as well. We'll identify opportunities and challenges the candidate will face in the first year to be used in recruitment materials and/or our interview questions. And many of these items will be identified in the audit, which is why we decided that we should wait until the audit's finished so we can do that. And then the board would determine if a professional recruiter should be retained, but we are going to be recommending that we retain a professional recruiter because they have connections that we don't have to potential candidates. They have more advertising resources, and they probably do their job in the backgrounds and reference checks and things like that. So, to hire a recruiting firm, we need to issue an RFP, which is a request for a proposal. We'll identify potential bidders, so we get the word out to as many as we can. We will review their proposals and we'll interview the firms. We will select the retaining firm. And typically, the recruiting firm will acquire candidates, conduct the screening interviews, and then present those candidates to the board for us to make a decision. We have to be prepared to be active participants in the recruiting process, though, even if we hire someone to help us. Things about interview questions, the board will ask, etc. And we'll also have to inform the groups that interviews can be conducted in a closed session. That's what we were going to be doing. So,
I'll do that.
for that, yeah, for that. Okay, so once a firm is retained, we can expect it might take probably about 3 months before we have a new chief appraiser on board. And that kind of presumes that the appraiser is currently employed. You know, a lot of these folks are out there, but they work, you know, for other counties right now. And so they need to be noticed, etc. So, that's pretty much also what we're thinking about. In terms of, get some right now and do it. That's all I have, unless you have any questions.
Any questions?
But the only thing I would point out is that I think in terms of hiring a recruiter, it makes sense. We have salaries things. The time that we've been without a chief appraiser, so the salaries things should more than cover the cost of the recruiter.
Any other comments? Okay, move on to the next item, which is potential subcommittee for this year. These are just thoughts. We don't have to do it. We can do it. I'm looking for the feelings from the board as a whole. Budget and Finance Committee, a group of 2 or 3 directors that can work with the CAD and develop the budget, so that we don't see the budget all at the same time in a board meeting or just before the board meeting, that there's a little give and take along the way.
I agree with that completely. Like all the associations, we've always set up a budget and finance committee. And so I strongly recommend that we do that.
That committee will also address some of the questions that we received and then
Yeah.
the answers to make.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because I have some thoughts and ideas on that too. Not crazy about it. I know.
You can't look down on the right.
No, exactly. For me to do a better job, I need to see what the actual cost is for this month and the budgeted cost for this month. All we're showing now is the budgeted cost for the year. Well,
Little amendments in that.
yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah, our income statement is not what they have your income.
That's
They don't
right.
have your expenses, none of it.
Yeah.
So that's
So I got-
Any numbers guys want to volunteer? I will tell you that one person that, I think, would be a good person to have in that committee is totally absolutely not. Scott Ward.
No.
gave a special.
That is so
I know you're on the committee, you're not putting me on the committee.
Then make him look at policy.
Amy's volunteered for the budget committee, anyone else?
I'll volunteer.
Brandon, that'll do it.
Yeah. That is very fun.
No, Brandon, Larry,
All right, and someone, I don't remember who was suggested the communication committee, I think John, it was last, month. Any discussion, comments, thoughts on that?
I think it's very important that we keep our eye on that. I complimented you before on this, you and Tom especially did a really good job with your communication to help transparency to the CAD board. And I think it made a lot of difference to the people in the community. So I don't want to lose focus on that.
Okay. Since John brought it up, I'm sure he volunteered.
I volunteer for
Anyone else want to volunteer, or we can do this next meeting?
If it's good, I plan on volunteering policy.
Okay. The next is policies and personnel, review existing policies and personnel policies, non-policies policies.
Yeah, it's all policies. It's not just personnel.
Sounds like we're agreeing that's probably a good subcommittee, yes, and no. All right? And, that's my idea, so I'm gonna put myself on that committee. Anyone else?
Anyone in the other?
Any?
Yes. I really love to.
Can you do that, and
We can wait till next month and find the third person. I'm sure you need something to think about.
then you can pick which one you rather do.
Yeah, Mike's not here, Dan's not here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the problem. That was the whole reason I ran
They're
it,
asking for it.
was all the policies to be reviewed. It's been a year in the making, and still, we haven't.
All right, so budget, finance committee, Amy, Brandon, and Larry. But you guys get together to pick a chairman. Communication committee will be John, and we'll fill that out next month. Policies and personnel team, and myself, we'll pick a third one next month. Okay. Good deal. Next on the agenda is time clock. For the can for employees to clock in and clock out. I know Jessica's gonna give us an overview on this. The other thing John and I spoke about today, he has worked with Jessica. He's reviewed all of the different options, talked to the vendors, and he said he agrees with Jessica's recommendation. Jessica?
Yeah, so in your packet, I just put on the prosecutors and, so with 4 different ones, most of them offer a cost per user, and they're significantly higher. When we do it that way, the one time recommendation is not cost per user, it's just, 20 to 49 users, it's the same price at $8 a month. This is not going to be including hardware, so we're just going to ask employees to clock in and out on their computer. So we won't need to be purchasing any hardware, it's just going to be a straight $8 a month. And there is no contract. So if we do it for a month and hate it, then we'll cancel it and not do it ever again. But yeah, most of these others offer a whole lot. They can integrate your payroll, some more HR stuff. I don't think we're quite there yet. But that's kind of all we choose, the most basic of the packages that they offer. And so it's just going to be clocking in and out and keeping up with people's vacation and time off requests. We spend a great deal of time on that, going back and forth with employees, printing out paper. This is going to really eliminate the printing of time sheets, printing of time off requests. So just saving on paper and ink alone is going to help. But also it's just going to put everything in one spot. I get a lot of phone calls from employees, and I see how much time they have available, and so that's also going to cut down on those phone calls, because they can see it all over this platform. So, yeah.
Questions, comments?
I move to, do we need to move that? I move to approve the purchase
Time clock purchase.
of the recommended time clock software and computer questions.
Second motion.
Motion second, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Passes unanimously.
Okay.
housekeeping item, take action as signatories of the bank. This is nothing more than removing Jim Husted as a signatory of the bank. Little thing we had, remiss in not getting him on sooner. So I'll entertain a motion to approve this.
Comment first. I went back and looked at the board policy, and I don't think you should have written it this way. But the way it's written, it says that the chairman and the secretary have to be signatories on the bank. And we both have to sign checks. I'm not in favor of it, I'm just telling you that's what it says.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I think we need to change that. That's the board policy we need to look at.
Okay, yeah, there's, well, we need to,
So for right now, we need to get him off.
I agree with that. We've got to get on, we've got to get, and I would recommend also with you and Jessica on there, what we need to just
We are.
put it back of the mind.
Yeah. Jessica and I are, we're the only two
Right,
that can sign it right now.
right.
This is just asking you to get Jim off.
Oh, that's all asking to do. Yeah.
So why are we on our third that we're adding, you have your first two signatures
What it
on the
says.
checks, right?
So we need to add the secretary and the chief of race.
Yeah, once, yeah. Once you-
Yeah,
once you
at
get-
least if we got the secretary on it. This is-
Yeah, it's already the burden's in.
We don't recommend the change of the tax resolution is to have that secretary.
Can you get that change in mind?
I can,
Take Jim off and add the board
I
secretary?
bet we could write it on there, you know, it's
Oh.
that way.
Okay.
You get eliminated.
All right, entertain a motion?
I hereby move that we remove Jim Hussett, insert Linda and Jessica White, and Estelle as secretary.
Second.
I'll say.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. I figured I'd do this electronic voting again.
We're going back to the middle council.
Yeah, that's
I
what
just
you
approved that one.
Yeah.
Because we skipped over.
That's what
So, I skipped over that.
that's what we realized.
We all approved the one.
You passed the test.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go back then, order bid for the 25, 26, personation thing. Hospital services. This was, the last month, we got the bids, got one request, the first time ever, what?
It was just to see if they would graciously raise the cap rate from 3%, they did, they raised it up to 2.5%, so, that was very generous of them, personally, the only bid
Yeah.
in Knoxville County, so we submitted, I think 50-something, requests for, yes, to give a bid, and that was the only thing that had an interest in holding the Knoxville County appraisers or funds.
When I spoke to Austin, you knew, hey, I'm the only bid, but I'm the one
It's still
fair. I'll buy that in half.
And it does a lot of work for a bank to hold, public funds, so, we're very grateful for our service.
We want to publicly recognize the items that they bring to us. It's a good deal.
Okay. Any motion?
I was,
Second.
Motion is second to approve the award bid for the bank depository. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Opposed? Carries unanimously.
Can you all hear us out there?
Not well.
Not well. Sorry. We'll speak up.
Okay, next item on the agenda is tell you what, I think I'll rearrange this and do this toward the end of the agenda, so if it's like leave. And do that, we'll be going into executive session to discuss taxpayer and design officer evaluation. And I'm not sure how long we'll be in there, so we'll push that to the back of the agenda and we'll move on to, next item. We have a appraisal review board openings. As I recall, we have 6 openings. Jim, is that correct?
We could even do it 7.
What would you?
I would do 7 because we'll have some key ones rotating off after next year. They'll just give them another year of experience.
So, we'll have 7 people with appraisal review board. And we have 15 applicants, which I have worked through all the applicants' applications. I'm very impressed with all these people that have offered their services and served on the appraisal review board, served the community. We'd like to give each of you an opportunity, those that are here, to get up, take no more than 3 minutes, and give us a little bit of your why you want to be on the ARB, and tell us why you think you would be good. And I'm just going to go down the list in the order that I received them. First is Patricia Byers.
I'm Patricia Byers. I'm a native of Johnson County, graduate of Freedom High School. I reside in Burleson right now, where I have my homestead and also investment property. I'm a tax-paying senior citizen. Afterwards, I was employed. The majority of my life, I've been self-employed. Due to the pandemic, I retired from a 20-year career as a licensed realtor. Started Johnson Companies. Afterwards, I was employed by local companies in the county and highway transfers. In 2023, Judge Bosworth appointed me to a 3-year term on the ARB. After working day to day on the board, I acquired a wealth of knowledge. During the hearings, we consider many factors, such as comparable condition, depreciation, echo, and location factors, and much more that goes into our decision. Plus the evidence presented by both sides, and all within a 15-minute timeframe. We follow the Texas Property Code and model hearing procedures to the letter. We do not work for the third district. I believe my experience on the board, along with my background in real estate, qualifies me to serve on the 2025-26 ARB. I respectfully request an appointment.
That's a very good point that I think I like to emphasize so everyone understands. The appraisal review board is independent from our appraisal. They're appointed by this board of directors. And they're independent, so we have 2 entities that we have oversight on. So, as far as the absolutely correct. It's independent of the appraisal district, and their decision hearing is final, and the appraisal district can't appeal. Taxpayer can appeal, appraisal district cannot. Right, please?
Well, the appraisal can only appeal with permission of the board. In other words, if the chief appraiser thinks that a mistake has been made, or she has to come to y'all to be a condition to our water.
Ray, comment, I just,
Yeah, no, I can't speak. I thought Ms. Dyer said that she's appointed to 3 2-year terms. So I must have been wrong here.
No, that's correct.
she was appointed to a 2-year term, she served a 3 2-year term.
I thought she said she had already served. That's the mistake.
Thank you. Next, Darrell Fuller. Oh. See you here. All right. We'll skip over Mr. Rowland, go to Denise Sims.
My name is Denise Hughes, and I am retired from the education system very by the end of the school year. I have enjoyed supporting in the county for many years. I have investment properties as well, and I've been becoming shall I say, experience in real estate transactions as well as value. Based on some of the investment properties that I've acquired. I look forward to being a mediator between the board as well as the public. I have spent a career of mediating between sources between students as well as administration. So I've learned how to be, shall I say, unbiased in decisions, but I pay attention to great detail on both sides, and I can pay a lot of attention to organization and looking at the particular points and evidence on both sides. I am new to Johnson County, but I'm not new to the process of abandoned appraisals. I have been on both sides, defending the appraisal values as well as changing appraisal values. I do look forward to expanding my particular skills, and I also would like to learn to be more of a involved person in this county. We're invested in Cleveland, Ferguson, and now in Joshua. So we look forward to being a part of this process and getting more experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, Raul Garcia.
Thank you, and good evening. Thanks for being here. You said you're impressed with the background of the people that have been on boards and praise their duties. You weren't talking about me. The first thing I want to address is that first question of the application about 2 years of residency. I left home when I was 18 to join the military, and we bought property. We lived I grew up in West Fort Worth. We bought property in Johnson County in '77. So it was my home of record while I was serving. I don't know if that counts towards your 2-year continuous residency. My 2 year, I moved here for family reasons in May 24. So May 25 would be my 2 years ago, getting living in Johnson County. So I just wanted to clear that up. So I joined the military, spent 25 years in the military as an Air Force officer. Did a lot of things. And then I spent about 10 years teaching Air Force airmen how to fly. So during my Air Force career, I was an educator. I managed to be a university professor for 3.5 years at the University of New Mexico. And that's where I pretty much learned how a university interacts with the state government and politics that go in. I always thought the sanctity of university sports was just that, but everybody has a piece of that at university. And so I tried to, I was on a few boards that supported veterans issues in the state of New Mexico, and work behind the scenes really as a supporter or somebody who got more information for issues. We were successful in getting a tax break that didn't exist prior to, I think it was 2012. So that's really my extent of dealing with the community. And when I moved here, I just wanted to get back. I'm just a 60-year-old guy trying to get back to the community. And when I saw this posting on Facebook, I think it was Mr. Humphrey posted it and said it was opening. I thought I'd put it on my resume. And I appreciate you entertaining being part of your team here. So I think have a good start. I just like to be part of it.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Next is Shirley Hill.
Did you say Beverly?
Shirley Hill.
Oh.
That's it, right, I guess. All right. Then next is Beverly Harkness.
My name is Beverly Harkness. I live in Burleson. I've been here for 2 years. A little background, I grew up in East Texas in a rural county, Upshur County, and I graduated from Diana High School. So just to let you know, I came from a very small place, only 33 in the graduating class, so it was pretty small. I became a teacher and a married football coach, and so we moved around a lot, but we finally landed here in Burleson, and we absolutely adored it. So last year I decided I would retire after 37 years as an educator. I spent the last 20 of that 37 as a high school librarian. So I knew that I was going to be bored, so I decided that I needed to get more involved with the community. I was going to have more time for that. So I became a CASA volunteer here in Johnson County. And that was my first step at getting involved. There are 3 reasons that I really would like to be a part of this board, and one is community service. I believe strongly in giving back to the community, and I think this would be another way that I could get involved. I would want to help ensure fairness and accuracy in the property tax appraisals. I feel strongly about maintaining equitable property assessments, ensuring that taxpayers are treated fairly while balancing the needs of the community. If I were to serve on the board, I can help enhance, it would help enhance my understanding of local government, since I've always had an interest in government, but I didn't have the time to get involved. And it would help me learn more about the property tax system and conflict resolution issues, and I am top notch with that. So 37 years with kids, especially in high school. I think I learned that well. I have been following the Senate Bill 04, and it's a step in the right direction, so we'll see how that plays out. I believe I would be an asset to the board because I would look fairly at each situation and I would keep the taxpayer and the community in mind. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Melissa Horton.
I find it funny that she's a librarian and I can one of those too. Hi, I'm Melissa Horton, a little scratchy voice, but maybe sometimes a strep throat, but I'm good. I live in Joshua, and I've lived in Joshua for about 30 years, a long time. And I have 5 immediate family members who live in Joshua, 2 of whom who just bought their first homes about a mile west and a mile east. And I'm so excited about that. That's my kids. So my interest in the community is very sincere, very deep. There's a lot of growth opportunity around us. I see good and bad, like the lady before me. I'm a long-time educator. I was in banking before that. I'm one of those nerds that loves data. I like to dig through reports. I like to look for trends. I like to look at plans and make sure that what we are doing as a community or an entity is driving toward those plans. So all of that to say, I don't know a lot about the appraisal system. I don't know a lot about the challenges that you as a committee face. Excuse me, I'd love to learn more about that. But I want you to know that in saying I want to learn more, that I bring experience to the table. I bring experience from my years in banking, my years in education, as an administrator, working on budgets, looking at data, looking at the community as a whole, because school is a community. And it plays a big role in what we do. So all of that to say to you, thank you for your time here this evening. I look forward to hearing back from you. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Rebecca Jenkins.
I'm Rebecca Jenkins. I grew up in Johnson County and graduated from high school in 1933 and attended Georgetown Junior College. I left in '89 and then started a family and raised my daughter. And fast forward 30 years, I moved back and my husband and my daughter's fully grown and off her own, so it's just me. My work experience started out, well, as normal fast food industry. 2 years community projecting, and then I went into the finance business for about 7 years in banking. I was a credit administrator, and then I promoted vice president of commercial, consumer, and real estate lending. And I left there in 2002 and went to a sheet metal company in Fort Worth for the office manager, did all the accounts payable, accounts receivable, and make sure the office rents moved. I'm nervous, I'm going to be talking about you. Sorry. I helped my daughter, she has a horse tack business in Grand Prairie that she got from my husband. We pretty much left her and do all her accounts payables and payroll processing. I work in the retail part when necessary. Keep my brain intact, the numbers and everything. And I'm really interested in the appraisal system and how it works. I have a lot of interest in real estate. I own several properties in Hood County, plus my home in Everett and Rutherford, and my house here in Cleveland. So I am a quick learner. I have gone for and protested my taxes before, so I've been on that side of it, and it didn't happen. That's not true, that was part of the county, that wasn't
here, like, get back in my hometown.
English speaking? Kimberly Jones.
I wanted to applaud after each person came up here because everybody's doing such a great job. And if I'm not mistaken, are you the young lady that called to tell about? I knew that. I want to be like her when I grow up because she told me what she does when a homeowner calls and wants to contest their taxes. And she gives them all the information they can, but she has empathy for the process. Because you're very accustomed to hearing is, yeah, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. And you know that person doesn't give a yahoo about you or what you're going through. And these things are very personal for people. And so I've been an educator, advocate, and realtor for 19 years and currently a realtor. It's a little bit challenging in Texas. I moved from Maryland in 2020, where everybody and their dog has a real estate license. But I am a compatriot of Beverly. I'm also a council volunteer. I have 5 children. We're expecting our 13th grandchild, and we have 1 great-grandchild. So, mediation, dispute resolution, yeah, got that in spades with some of these folks. I have a daughter who lives overseas, 1 daughter who lives back in Baltimore. Our son initially moved here in 16. We moved in 20. 1 daughter moved in 20, and another daughter moved in 21. Sons in Burleson, the rest of us are here in Cleveland. And so I'm very accustomed to working with homeowners, buyers and sellers, helping them to understand the appraised value versus the market value. You want your appraised value as low as possible because you don't want to pay high taxes. But market value, you want it to be as high as it possibly can because you can get as much money as you can. And so helping people to understand the difference. And as an educator, being able to break down complex issues into easily chunkable bits to be able to be understood is very important. And then coming across with that compassion, that is ever so important. So I've been able to be well-rounded in the values of properties. Working with buyers, I let them know you're not overpaying based on market. And what it's appraised for means nothing to its market value. And if you can help somebody understand that, you deserve an A. Because that is so very, because a lot of times it's a lower value on the appraisal than what it's up for market value. So I am definitely very good at listening to both sides of everything and being impartial because we want the best for everybody. We need a win-win. Appraisal district's not looking to take anybody to the cleaners and nobody. It is infeasible that a consumer is going to be able to rape and pillage the appraisal district. So we're looking for a win-win, but making people feel they have a platform to be heard. And that's what's most important. Thank you very much.
Thank you, appreciate it. Edward Lee, I believe he's not here tonight. Is that correct? I guess I'm like a cruise. Christopher Manning.
I just wanted to be here because I'm also
Next is Ryan Nance.
My name's Ryan Nance. I'm a resident of Cleveland. I've lived here for about almost 10 years. I've owned 3 different homes in Johnson County, in Travis County. I've been through this process of fighting property taxes and with all my homes. I'm a retired engineer, and I do all the sales as well. So I deal with large corporations, typically dealing with business owners and buyers. I'm aware that through the process, there's always anxiety and stress that come with things. And I think it's important as being on this board, as people come in to attest their property taxes, being sympathetic with them, making sure that we listen to them and we understand their problems and try to help them achieve, getting the lowest amount produced of their property. There's going to be all different types, people that just feel like the property is overtaxed, and then those that where the husband has passed away or whatever, and she's trying to live on a budget, and she's in danger of losing her home, because of the outrageous property taxes. I think it's making sure that we listen to people, and we, like I say, we're empathetic with them and make sure that we do everything we can to bring the property down, or property taxes down as much as we can. That's pretty easy. For me, I enjoy. I was also a precinct chairman in this county for 2 years. I served 2 counties as precinct chairman, and I really enjoy Cleveland. I plan on probably being here till I don't think we're going to lose, so I enjoy it. So thanks for being considered.
Thank you, sir. Next is Christy Page. Ms. Page is not here. Next is Jay Rapp.
Good evening. I appreciate the opportunity to come and present my case to you. I brought resumes. Anybody here have a copy? There it is. I just want to share why I think I would be an asset to the review board. Back around 1984, I got a real estate license and discovered that I really liked real estate. So eventually, around 99, I got a broker's license. I finally operated 2 real estate brokerages in the past. The main one being was in Alvarado. I mentored young realtors. I worked for Keller Williams and another firm, training their realtors. So I have extensive knowledge in real estate. Back when they widened Highway 67, I served on the condemnation hearing board. So I do have experience there. And I'm able to remain unbiased because there were friends that came to protest, the textile offers and everything. And I realized that you have to leave your personal aside. And what emotions get involved. I also, was it around 2008 or 9, I'm old, so time gets away. Back when the real estate market fell out, I prepared fair market evaluation reports were being made, for banks, mortgage companies, and such, that were in the process of all the foreclosures. Also marketed a lot of those for the mortgage companies. I served as a mediator. Currently, I serve as a chairperson of the Johnson County Child Welfare Board, which has nothing to do with this, but if it's something to do. I retired about 2022 and found that I'm good for 2 to 3 days at home. And I need to be around some people and doing something productive, even though I have hobbies and 3 wonderful great girls. I just need to get out fast. So, anyway, I feel like my real estate expertise and such would be an asset to the review board. I'm able to make good sound judgments. I realize that a home is basically the most expensive investment a person has, most people have, and they get really emotional. They get real emotional about the taxes, they get real emotional about the home, just everything. And so feel like I have the ability and the expertise to kind of keep those emotions down and help them to kind of take their emotions out of the equation. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Any questions?
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And last question, friends. Up here tonight, CL. All right, we have heard from most of the candidates. Jessica here to tell you, that correct, Jessica? So we'll just go around the table.
Can I ask first, how do we have 6 open? I thought we had 5.
Well, we need some because a person can't work every day. If somebody's off on vacation or they get sick. Plus, we have 2 key positions of lead initiative. So,
What are those positions?
well, it's the chairman and the vice, usually they're the 2 leads in both rooms. So,
So by the end of the year, you can be done.
yes.
Like December of this
Yes.
year?
Your first year is so much in,
I understand, I'm understanding what's needed, because that was never clear to me, and I'm trying to triangulate from this, what was posted on the website, so Harold Brown is in a position until December of 25, correct?
and Mary Lee also.
Apparently, okay, and
Ben went off in December of 24, John Thompson went off in December of 24.
This might help. It's a list which shows vacancies, Sasha Word, and Patricia Myers is really one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vacancies. And then I thought Harold Brown was vacant, but he's not. Yeah, he's not. So, yeah, I do wish in this process when we go in the future, if we can get a list and similar to the one that I emailed you, it just will make it clearer on what we're trying to fill, so that we can then also recommend those that rotate in.
Well, like we have go through the training on everyone. And we had some of them after the training said that wasn't for them. So we don't want to come up short, you know. And some people have said they don't want to work every day. So we just,
well, that's all I'm
and maybe next year we won't have as many, okay?
I was
We
saying,
won't
I
have-
wasn't clear. The assignment was not clear. I just kept getting applications, the email, and I was like, okay, how many spots do we have open? I asked Jessica. I understand what you're describing here, it just would have been nice to know that from the beginning, the approach that you would recommend that we take in selecting spots and having extras, and that makes sense too, that some folks may take the training and decide, well, this isn't what I thought it was.
And I think we will have at least, we'll have 5 next year also. That'll work as well. So. That's what I'm saying, we're going to come everyone 20. Are we?
Right.
That's why the list is really helpful.
But like Mr. Hampton, he has one more. Yeah, he would have to apply. He'll have to apply. Yeah, the process also in 2 different. 3 2-year terms.
No, that's good.
Oh.
You all said you can do that if you want to. If you have the application in place, you have 95, and in March you can do an additional 2, either by expanding the size of the board from 10 to 12, or by appointing 2 auxiliary review board members to serve as needed by the board, the air board.
All right, so what have we voted? The board, the previous board established, they are the 10 members, so we have 5 openings to fill. We can expand that board if we have for another agenda next month. So to expand, we can add 2 members to the board. We can add 2. Yeah, we can add 2 auxiliary members next month. But tonight, we go for 5 people. And we pass around the balance. So we mark your 5.
I got extra balance set over early on.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, this is a question for Bruce. It's my understanding of legislation that created the new positions on the CAD board, that when it came to appointing ARB members, 2 out of them were elected, had to agree on who was being appointed to.
That is correct.
So how, if you don't put our name on this, how are you going to know you have to agree to? That would be
You basically just put E up in the corner, so that we know that you're going to be elected.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, like, you don't want to get too far down this road. Right. That's what I'm thinking.
You live in Joshua? No, I live in Parker. Halfway between here and Hilton.
Joshua is their home base. This is bringing other there. My mother-in-law still lives in the same. She did all the here stuff.
Jesse, can you tell me that last time? Staff reports. Okay. So next item on the agenda is non-agenda public communications.
Ask a question, is it a general service? The hearing instructions were included? Was that pretty good? It's later. Thank you. I want to make sure it wasn't all purposes.
All right, so the non-agenda public communications, there's an opportunity for the public to get up and speak for 3 minutes. To the board, we cannot interact. No, can't answer questions, we can't ask questions. We have one speaker tonight, Earl Brown.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the board. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Earl Brown, and I'm current appraisal review board chairman. First, I would like to thank you all for agreeing to accept the applications to fill the vacancies that we currently have on the ARB. Previously, applications and appointments were handled through Judge Buzzworth, and now by way of legislative change, this responsibility lies on you, the board of directors. I'm here to support and endorse Ms. Patricia Byer and ask that you reappoint her for her second of 3 allowable 2-year terms. She now has 2 years' experience on the board dealing with the issues that we face daily, examining and being able to process the evidence provided by the taxpayers as well as by that of the district in the short time frame that we have for each hearing is a must, and Ms. Byer does this, and she does it very well. She presents herself professionally, and she is most capable of stepping in and facilitating a hearing if she is needed. Again, I ask you, the board, to reappoint Ms. Byers for her next 2-year term. I would also like to say that with the amount of applicants that we have, we currently run the 2 rooms. That's 4 people in 1 room, 3 in the other room. And in order to facilitate the abundance of applicants or positions that you're going to fill, it's not going to be, all the applicants are not going to get 4 days a week. You know, you have to be able to absorb what you're doing while you're in there. You have to learn the process. You just can't step in and wiggle. So they need to be well aware that it's not going to be 4 days a week. So that's all I can say. Thank you very much.
All right, next up, staff reports.
Sure. 43 years, started as an operations coordinator, was retired on January 31st. And instead of immediately replacing her position, we have decided to divide her work between the three of us. Amy's going to be over data entry, Jessica is going to be over our intelligence department, and I'm going to be over ARD. So we're going to attempt this and see how the arrangement goes.
Operator here.
Take a 5-minute break. Everybody needs to go to the restroom while we get our technology.
Are you Bucky's parents? I have a former student who works for the Bucky's Corporation, and she's making plenty of money that works many hours.
I asked a few employees, what kind of discounts do you get working there? They're like, we don't get discounts because they actually pay us pretty well.
Yeah, they do. According to what she tells me, they do. But like I said, she's got a lot of responsibility.
Did you go there? Okay.
You don't have to know David Lane. He's he works for Ed Jones up there in Joshua. The older Ed Jones office. There's two now.
The name's familiar.
Yeah, he's been at Joshua. 25 years.
All but like 1 year we did with Joshua.
Yeah.
And the other one was in Burleson, but we were on Johnson County.
Where is the town center? If I'm going north on 171, is it on the right side of 170 or 174? Is it on the right side or on the expressway side? It's on the west side. So by the school, the old school. Okay, so that's where all the crafts are, and bears and all that.
I think there's actually mid-March, because I know a business owner posted today that she's looking for vendors to present the available on. I think it's March 15th. Local business, but that's our business.
Okay.
Right there, and that's where my mother-in-law lives. The hall is the art
Yeah, my wife was saying, where is the city center? I've never been to the city center. You're on it.
You're just off the highway. I'm actually they were about this calendar year. 25 is supposed to be a year to acquire property because 917 does 290 per time.
Really, you've been taking investment. I want to commend you for your initiative to absorb the workload from Sharon instead of from you guys. I consider that to be a trial. It works great with us overhead. It doesn't work, we still have a budget position to have. I'm going to thank all three of you for stepping up and doing that. It's great to see you do that. We all appreciate it. Yes. Okay. Can you present reports for me?
Yes, sir. The Johnson County Appraisal Review Board met on February 12th, and they adopted the hearing procedures that were provided in their packet. The procedures are to assist taxpayers in preparing for their bill test hearings, and those are also on the Johnson County website, so on our website as well. So if anyone would like to see those, we have those under the ARB tab. And it'll be processed.
Can I ask a question about this? Is that business question? Why do people have to wait in their car when they show us?
Was that COVID?
That was COVID, and then I think y'all closed it in there. It's a very, very small area. They can go to customer service if they want to and wait over there. It's just we don't have any regular hearing going on, so we don't walk in.
But I was thinking of customer service, but it's summertime.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's also not very close to me.
We can do all.
That's my. Yeah, so they're going to look for their
So since this is on the agenda, can we ask, who has questions for Mark, since he's here, the chairman?
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
On the agenda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody has a break.
So one thing that I didn't see that it was gonna be a change was there is such limited space in those rooms. And one thing I noticed in my observations is that when people come in to present their information, they don't have enough space to spread out the work that they put together. And I would ask if you might be able to accommodate that a little bit better. It's that small podium, so there's no place to do it really good
Thing
ones.
that our board was charged with, that would be the district and how what you can do for us and for the taxpayer.
Housing the district is the responsibility, housing the board members is the responsibility of the district. Through its board. So if y'all decide you need to change the way these are laid out with the help of the chief appraiser, that's something you do. They're going to meet where y'all
But I was asking if you had a choice, you would prefer that we more run.
Well, I mean, they have a podium, and all of that's made by the way it goes. Okay. There's a table.
I watched several.
Yes.
There was, there's one, people are, it's 85, you know, like, it's not your fault.
We know we can do something about it.
Yeah, so, we can't really determine what we get a certain place, we'll go for it. It's all the meetings, they can come in. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, and then the, ARB season, we ended in January 2025. For the 2024 process, we have 76 accounts that are outstanding for 2024, and we will get those when we start back up May 20th, 2025. It takes about 2 days, hopefully, for planning on to get those closed out. We've got the ordering houses, this is our total now, 1875 for 2025.
And so when we appraisal, all of them.
Yes, yes, that's all added. Yes. And then, there were some questions on the new homestead requirements that was put into place in 2023.
Yeah, everybody might want to listen up to this. This is important, you understand this. Ricky, if you can't please speak up a little bit, so
I just think there was some confusion thinking that you were gonna have to reapply every 5 years, and that's not the case. We have a, system in place now that's going through checking all of the homesteads that are currently on the, appraisal road, making sure that there's not doubles or, somebody passed away, all that. If we have a question, we will reach out to you. So other than that, there's no need for you to worry that you're gonna lose your homestead exemption or anything like that. It's just if there's a question, we will reach out with a letter or a new application, and just if you have any trouble filling it out or have questions, just please give us a call. We'll be happy to see you.
Thank you for saying that, because I've had some folks tell me that they're concerned about that.
Right, well, I think it's been on the news several times.
Yeah,
that,
That
so,
was brought up at our last board meeting last month.
It was long misunderstood.
okay.
I don't have a whole lot other than what is, in your packets. As far as, call center metrics, really, in the month of January, we handled a little over 2,000 phone calls. Our average answer speed was 6 seconds, and the average call duration was a little over 4 minutes.
My company had a call center with 80,000 users. That's incredible. That has to be good. Fantastic.
The concerns that are brought to us were very similar to December. The majority of them are exhibition questions, especially with, the news. Plats, lots, deeds, everything is, as we expect. The, county clerk is taking, on average, 7 days to certify, deeds once they're filed, and then we are able to transfer the, ownership same day. And, really, other than that, unless y'all have any questions, that's all we can.
Okay, anything else? All right, before we adjourn to the executive session and the results, the candidates for the ARB, let me preface this by saying we're a very impressive group of people. We appreciate your interest. You might want to apply next year if you're not in this year.
Well, next
So, or next month. Anyway, the five, we got the most of the votes tonight. Tricia Byers, Kimberly Jones, Brian Nance, Jay Rapp, and Wesley Shrink. Congratulations and thank you. With that, I think that, we have to have a resolution to accept that.
I make a motion to accept the sign candidates
Motion is second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Unanimous. Yeah.
Nice meeting you. We'll be done. Oh, yeah. We have two already stuff. And that's expanded to 8 because 2 bucks have joined those. And, yeah.